Hello, my name is Brian Flum, Regional Technical Specialist Lead for Nortec Security and Control. Today's topic, we're going to be covering when the security system is armed in away mode, emulating the beeping noise on the Elan touch panels. So what we're going to do today is when the security panel is alarmed for the first 45 seconds, put a chime out of the touch panels, and then for the last 15 seconds, double up the rate, creating a sense of urgency. I've already gone in and then I've discovered in the 2 gig GC3 panel, I've labeled partition 1 2 gig, and it's got about 17 zones in the system. So the easy part is done. Now we're going to add in 4 different timers, 2 run once timers and 2 repeating timers. Now the run once timers are going to set the duration for 1 minute total. So 45 second run once timer. And then I'm going to add in a 15 second run once timer. If I could type. All right, there we go. So now we've got the duration. Now we just need to create when and how often the beeps. So I'm going to start a 2 second or add a 2 second repeating. And I'm going to set my event time for 2 seconds. And then I'm going to add a 1 second repeating timer. All right. So now we've got the base of the event maps put in. There's going to be a total of 4 event maps. The first one is when I arm the security system in away mode. Start the 45 second timer. While the second event map is while that 45 second timer is running, play a beep out every 2 seconds. And then third event map is that 45 second timer expires, start the 15 second timer. And then the last and fourth event map is going to be while that 15 second timer has expired, play a beep, not out every 2 seconds, out every 1 second, creating a sense of urgency. All right, so the first event map number 1. And I'm going to put here and label security is armed in away mode. All right. Now, I'm going to jump down here to the security system under the events, and I'm going to go to that partition 1 that I labeled 2 gig. And for today's exercise, I'm going to put armed in away mode. Now, if I wanted it to happen every time I armed it, whether it was in away or stay, I could select any mode. But for today's exercise, just away mode. All right. There is no condition. It's every time that we run this or we arm this security system, I'm going to start that 45 second timer. And here's where I define the length. There I've got start timer at 45 seconds. So first event map is done. So my second event map is going to be the security 2 second beep. All right. So I'm going to jump down here to events. I'm going to go add and I'm going to jump to my timer. So it's every 2 seconds. Again, this repeating timer is constantly running in the background. So every 2 seconds it expires. Now here we're going to have a condition. We only want this to happen when that 45 second timer is running. So I'm going to go down to timers. I'm going to go to 45 second run once. Timer must be active. So true. All right. So this will only happen when that timer is running. Now I need to tell it, let's put that beep out of the touchscreen. So I'm going to select wave file beep.wave, play on tablets, and select OK. So there's our second event map. Now again, our third event map is going to be when that 45 second timer expires. So again, I could come up here a little bit of a different, I kind of think of it as a shortcut. I'm going to go here to 45 second timer, and I'm going to create an event map for when it's expired. And I like keeping my heading the same. So I'm going to add in security 45 second timer has expired. And it's every time, again, there's no condition. Every time this timer expires, I'm going to jump down here and I'm going to start that 15-second timer. All right. So we're using a timer here expiring to start another timer. So now we've got our 3 event maps in place. So now we need that 4th event map. And again, I could come up here, add new, but again, kind of a little shortcut. I'm going to jump here and go 1 second repeating timer, create an event map, timer expired. I could label this, get my case sensitive, this is my cap. So now when that timer expires, and again, we have a condition here again, and that timer is going to be, that condition is going to be, this 15-second timer is active. So for 15 seconds, I'm going to play that wave file out. So I'll jump back here to messaging, jump to beep. Now I could select a different chime just to really accent it, but we're going to keep the same one. Now it starts beeping for the last and final 15 seconds while the security is being armed. It'll beep every second. And that is all it takes to create that beeping noise on the touchscreens. I thank you for your time. If you need anything, please reach out to Elan Technical Support or your local regional technical specialist. Thank you and have a great day.